What's good, everybody? So we are doing all signs, what to expect for the end of November. What's going on? I just got to see where the camera's at, and then we're going to get started. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're going to start with Pisces today. Do I want to use an oracle? All right, so we're going to start with Pisces, going from Pisces right up to Aries. I just feel bad because last night's live, I was pretty drained by the time I got to probably Sagittarius. So we're going to start with Pisces tonight. Try to make up for it. Anyways, what's good? What's good? Macro, Miste, Presley, Tina, V. How is everybody doing? I just gotta do something real quick. All right, so starting with Pisces. Okay. What do we have for Pisces, universe, spirits, and guides? Back this up. What do we have for Pisces? Three more. What's good, Lady Seashell, Millie? One more. Three shuffles. What can Pisces expect? Three of Swords in reverse just showed its face. That's positive. Okay. So a lot of you guys may be overcoming something major in your life, or some type of betrayal, or just kind of choosing to let go of resentment, bitterness, whatever it may be. Your overall energy for the next week, Pisces, we have the Hermit with the Nine of Swords right under that. Okay. Seven of Cups in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse. So I feel like, Pisces, this week, you may feel quite limited when it comes to your options. You may feel like you have no other choice but to kind of, you know, withdraw from life, withdraw from the scene. It's like you are definitely spending a lot of time to yourself. A lot of you guys may be starting to recognize as well that there's some type of, it's like you're starting to recognize that you're burnt out. You're burnt out mentally because of some type of poor choice that was made either by you or someone else, and it kind of caused you to accumulate a lot of, you know, responsibility, whether that's debt, whether that's just needing to make up for some type of bad choice. It's like you're in a space of, you know, choosing to withdraw, trying to reflect, trying to do some introspection, trying to figure out, just trying to, you know, take a time out is kind of what this feels like. I don't even feel like you're trying to heal. You're just trying to take a time out. You're definitely leaving your struggles to be a mystery to the people that maybe not be that close to you. You're choosing to make yourself unattainable just because there is a lot of anxiety or, you know, conscious awareness about things that need to be dealt with in your reality. And you're definitely choosing to withdraw. Sorry, my kitty's over there. Hope he doesn't pop up. Thank you, Angelic Elevation Tarot. I appreciate that. What's good? Thank you for being here tonight. And what's your hair care secrets? It's growing so fast after your last cut. Well, honestly, my hair has always grown fast. Always. So I am someone that doesn't really do anything with my hair. I use shampoo and conditioner. Occasionally, I'll put some oil. What is it called? I couldn't even tell you. What is it called? I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I just use it. Occasionally, I'll put like oil on my ends, but that's it. And for shampoo and conditioner, I use Function of Beauty, and I've been using Function of Beauty for over 2 years, and I'm obsessed. So, but I don't think that has anything to do with it because my hair has always grown really quickly. I do take collagen every single day, so I'm sure collagen helps with your skin, helps with hair, all that good stuff. But yeah, I don't really do anything. I don't use any hair products. I feel like hair products are terrible for your hair. But again, to each their own. Everybody needs different things. So I don't really do anything, to be honest with you. But anyway, sorry, Pisces. I got off track. But yeah, Pisces, I feel like you're in a space of just trying to withdraw and figure shit out. Deal with your reality. You are in a space of definitely overcoming some type of major hurdle in your life. If there is something that you've been holding on to, how do you say? If there's been something you've been holding on to, but you're becoming aware that it's just hurting you, whether it's a lover, whether it's just some past desire or past betrayal even, there's something here that you may have been holding on to for quite some time that you're choosing to let go of in order to take care of yourself. Have you ever just held a betrayal against someone or, you know, entertained something and you thought you were doing it for you, but you started to realize that it was only impacting you in a negative way? That's what I'm saying. It's like there's something here that you're starting to realize that despite your point or despite the truth in the matter, you're realizing it's just starting to sabotage you. Okay. And I feel like you're in a space of choosing to, you know, isolate yourself and really figure out what and who is good for you. I do see someone, Pisces, as well, that is in your life, or they're kind of in and out of your life, to be honest with you. There may be someone here that is quite, This is someone that is not willing to overlook something, okay? They may be very unforgiving about something. They may be very emotionally immature about a situation. There's someone in your life, it could be a lover, a parent. There's someone in your life that is choosing to just manipulate the situation rather than address their emotions or address their concerns or whatever it may be. And I do feel like there's someone coming into your life this week, Aries, that, not Aries, you could be dealing with an Aries. Sorry, we're on the first, I'm used to saying Aries. There could be someone coming into your life, Pisces, that is more of a drain on you than anything. Okay, because no matter what you do, they feel like you're fake. They feel like you don't love them. They feel like you don't care. It's like no matter what you do, it seems to be becoming more of a drain. And I do feel like you're already dealing with a lot of repressed emotions. You're already dealing with a lot of blockages. And I feel like you're just choosing to withdraw and not really entertain energies or people or situations that are causing a negative effect on you. And I like it because you, Aries, sorry, Pisces. Damn, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to the order. I just get an autopilot sometimes. Pisces. I'm sorry. Yeah, you could be definitely dealing with an Aries, but Pisces, you know, I feel like you're in a state of realizing that things can no longer go on the way they've been going on, whether it's just your own personal negative behaviors or someone else, or you allowing other energies to penetrate your aura, whatever it may be. It's like you're no longer allowing, you know, you're no longer accepting or allowing yourself to choose less than. Because let's just be real, our life is just an accumulation of a shit ton of choices, right? And I feel like you're starting to realize that even your choice to hate someone is screwing you up. So whatever that energy is, Pisces, whatever that energy is, I feel like you're just fed up, you know? You're fed up with a person, but you're also fed up with yourself for allowing it to impact you in a negative way. So there's a lot of enlightenment. There's a lot of maturity happening for you this week. And there's a lot of taking accountability for all those truths or all those swords of reality that you may have been, you know, pushing under the rug. And I do see you, like I said, possibly dealing with some type of burnout mentally, but you're consciously aware about why you are burnt out. You're becoming aware as to who, what, your thoughts, feelings, what is actually causing this overwhelming feeling of exhaustion or depression or, you know, whatever, you know, mental ups and downs, whatever it may be. And I feel like you're very determined to just come to some type of peace and happiness, or to create peace within yourself. And again, you're making yourself unattainable, and you're just kind of, you're making yourself happy. You know, you're creating happiness, and you're withdrawing from anybody that doesn't deserve to be a part of that. And you're just choosing you. A lot of you guys are kind of putting a lot of energy into getting a new house as well, or you're putting a lot of energy into the home or into, you know, just making your space a little bit nicer this week, just to kind of aid in whatever development that you're going through on a mental level. Because again, there is some type of maturity development or, you know, awareness that you're experiencing, and it's almost like you're trying to do whatever it takes to aid that. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's nice when when you have some type of breakthrough, even if it's negative, to kind of cater to that, you know? Like if you're wanting to manifest something or do something or, you know, work on your mental health or whatever it is, it's really nice to create an environment that kind of caters to that aesthetic of that feeling. And I feel like that's what you're doing this week. Okay, I like it. You're very closed off. And yeah, I do see there's someone that's going to be in your life that may be a little bit of a burden to you because they are so immature, or they're just bringing a lot of past bitterness and repressed emotions into the situation that you just can't handle. And why? Because you yourself are just, you have nothing to give this person. It's like you've become burned out and you really have nothing to give this person, even if you want to. Okay, so if it's a partner, I'm not saying you're leaving this person, but you are kind of just choosing you this week to kind of get a grip on your own energy, okay? Could be dealing with a Virgo. So we have if you believe and yes. It's kind of vague, but if you believe yes within the next few months. So yes, Six of Swords. If you are going through some type of tough transition in your life, Pisces, where you feel like it's really hard to get a grip on shit, you feel like things are taking a long time, you feel like no matter what you do, it's just like automatic block or resistance or whatever it may be. I feel like you will move on to calmer waters, or things will become more easier for you. Things will become more easy for you, but you do have to let go of or free yourself from something that may have been keeping you trapped and stagnant, especially if it was a person that was quite egotistic or unwilling to see your side of the story or unwilling to hear your perspective or whatever it may be. If there was a situation here that has just, if it was a person, if there was just a lot of, like I said, lack of interest or egotism or whatever it may be, you may need to free yourself from that situation in order to restore the balance and relieve whatever inner conflict you're going through. But if it was just a personal stagnancy, you know, of just always waiting for a better day, always waiting for a better vibe, always waiting for the right opportunity to be better, do better, make better choices, whatever it may be, you may need to get out of your own way and get out of your head. Stop overthinking, stop allowing your thoughts, because the Eight of Swords upright is someone that, you know, allows their negative thinking and thoughts and fears and, you know, just analysis paralysis type of energy to prevent them from making any form of change. And, you know, if you're willing to kind of take control of your thoughts and understand that your thoughts may not be, you know, working in your favor when it comes to you and growing, if you can take control of that and free yourself from that, things will move forward, or it's kind of like the calm after the storm, or you will transition. There's some type of transition here that's happening for you, but it is requiring you to let go of a lot of shit. And I feel like you're just, you know, cradling yourself this week energetically, and you're making your crib really nice and cozy. And I say that with love, okay? You're making your crib really nice and cozy, and I feel like it's needed. It's very much needed. So if you feel like a failure this week because nothing's really happening, or there's a lot of resistance, or there's just a lot of setbacks or whatever it may be, you're not. It's actually very much needed to go through some type of transition. And sometimes when we go through transitions, it feels like nothing's happening, but there's so much going on around us energetically that everything will naturally fall into place. But we have to get to that place where we're willing to take accountability for those ebbs and flows and for the feelings that we are experiencing, right? Because yeah, nobody wants to be in a tough spot, but I do feel like it's needed, okay? Because whatever this is, whether it's just whether it's personal mentalities that's been holding you back, or whether it's a person that's been holding you back, it's like there's something here that's just no longer working. It's just keeping you stuck, okay? And unfortunately, sometimes, you know, we have to go through painful experiences, or we have to go through just over and over feelings of being a failure or being whatever, so we can just become fed up with our own shit, okay? And I feel like you're becoming fed up with your own shit this week, or you're becoming fed up with someone else's shit, and it's like you have zero tolerance for it. Okay? All right. So, all right, Aquarius. What can Aquarius expect this week? We are going backwards today, guys. If you're just popping on, we're starting with Pisces. I should have said that in the title. I never really thought about that, but we're going backwards. One more. What can Aquarius expect this week? 3 shuffles. Nice. Nice. I like it. So overall energy for you, King of Swords, 3 of Swords in reverse, the Empress, Ace of Cups, good. The Judgment in reverse. There's definitely some type of opportunity that you are closing the door on. You're remaining focused this week. You're remaining focused because you see the purpose, you see the bigger picture. It could have to do with maternal influence as well. And if that's the case, you're more than willing, okay? And they often say, you know, you don't really mature until you're willing to put someone else before yourself. And it could have to do with children. And, you know, I feel like you're in a space where you're becoming very clear on what's good for you. And I do feel like you're closing the door on some type of opportunity. It could be a love situation. It could be just something that, you know, wooed you at one point in time, just on a conscious level, like that would be cool, or I should try that, or there's something here that may have kind of brought a lot of happiness, but you're closing the door on it just because you're aware that there's some type of judgment that's just needed, you know. And I feel like you're not really bothered by it. If anything, you may feel some sense of relief, or if you have been kind of weighed down with making some type of choice in something, it's like there's some type of relief you're feeling this week. And you're definitely focused on your routines, the structure of your days. You know, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to pull a few more cards. 10 of Pentacles. Shit. You guys have a good week. 9 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Well, you know what, Aquarius? I feel like you're in a space of knowing what you need to do, but what you need to do is stressing you out because you feel, I don't know, clarify that 9 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, Justice in reverse. I feel like there's a strong fear on your part that something isn't going to work out in your favor, okay? You know, whether that's a job, a relationship, you know, a commitment, whatever it may be, a business. It's like there's a strong fear that something is not going to work out in your favor, and I'm not really sure why. You could just be bored, okay? And I just notice myself when I'm bored and I got not much going on, I stress about a lot of stupid shit. You know what I mean? And it's not until I'm not bored that I realize, oh, I didn't really give a shit about that. You know, let's move on. So I just got to throw that out there. Like some of you guys may just be bored, okay? And it's like you're kind of pointing the finger at your reality or your job, or you be, and it may not necessarily be the case. And despite this nervousness or fear of, you know, not really reaping the benefits of whatever it is that you're putting your energy into, because you may have a sense that, you know, there may be something within you that makes you feel like things are not balanced, there's no equal give and take, or you just feel like something isn't going to work out in your favor, okay? And again, it could just be stemming from boredom. Because yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking beautiful. Money looks good. Stability's in check. It's like you're very focused, but you may feel almost like you're in autopilot, even though you see the reasoning and the purpose, and you're very much, it's not like you're depressed about it, but it's almost like there's just this, it's almost like just like a whisper of an energy just kind of haunting you a little bit, giving you anxiety that you know, you're gonna regret something here. Or again, you're just bored, really. Just give me one more about that Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Death in reversed. If you are dealing with a specific person when it comes to love matters, and again, it could be a mother figure as well. It doesn't have to be an intimate love with that Queen of Cups. If you are dealing with someone that you do have strong emotions for, I feel like there's a lot of anxiety here because you may feel like, you know, you ruined your reputation with someone, or you may feel, or someone may have ruined their reputation with you. And it's almost like, if it's a relationship, for example, someone really may have tainted, you know, or relationship or not, someone may have really tainted your perception of them. And it's almost like, man, if I commit to this person, or if I keep on this relationship, am I going to regret it? Is it going to change? Because with that Justice in reverse that showed his face, it's like, is things even balanced, you know, or is this equal? Like, whatever it may be. And I feel like there's a lot of fear surrounding your reputation, or surrounding someone else, and maybe they have ruined their reputation with you. And I feel like you're resisting moving toward that person, or you're how do you say, like I said, it's almost just like a whisper of a energy. It's not something that is impacting you or holding you back or creating any stagnancy. It's just some type of whisper that, I don't know, just give me one more on that. Eight of Wands in reversed. I don't know, you may feel a little bit stressed because you may feel like someone hasn't changed, or someone is still the same old, and it's like you have a hard time trusting this connection, or you have a hard time trusting a mother figure or a father figure. It's like there's someone here that it's like you want to go all in, but yet you, for whatever reason, have a hard time trusting it. And honestly, it just may be your own negative thinking. I just got to be real with you. Nine of Swords is like thinking worst case scenario. You know, Eight of Wands in reverse can also be the card of like panicked, or like, you know, jumping the gun on things, or just panicked, you know. And it's like there's something here that just could be creating this like it's very small, just to put it in perspective. It's very minuscule, but it's there. But either way, Aquarius, I don't want to focus on that too much because you've got really good cards. I feel like you're in a space of being very focused, and despite whatever anxieties you have, you're moving forward. You're pursuing this relationship. You're, you know, and I feel like you are receiving a lot of love from someone here. Clarify that Queen of Cups, the Devil. Someone is, okay. Someone may be forgiving you. Okay, roles could be reversed. I'm just reading how I feel it. Someone could be forgiving you or overlooking something, or just kind of loving you unconditionally anyway, you know, despite whatever toxic situation that has occurred, whether that had to do with addictions, whether that had to do with, you know, just some type of mental mind fuck, whatever it may be. There's someone here that's definitely wanting to be there for you and overlook some type of toxic shit, you know, whatever scale that's on for you. You know, if this is a mother figure, for example, this is someone that, you know, they're probably not even looking at the toxic shit, if I'm going to be honest with you, even if they should from time to time. It's like, if this is a mother figure, this is someone that's not, or a lover. It's like, this is someone that loves the shit out of you. And even if there's some toxic shit happening, it's almost like someone that's not even questioning the fact that they still want to be with you, or they still love you. It's like, I feel like this person isn't even looking or acknowledging something, especially if you blamed someone for something. Okay, it's like, especially if you blamed someone for something or other, it's like this person is overlooking it, or it's like, you know, I don't know, I don't want to get too deep in that. But I do feel like you're receiving someone that is overlooking or loving you unconditionally, or you know, wanting to support you. You know, maybe I'm just gonna be real with you, Aquarius. Maybe you're being a little bit toxic. I'm not saying you're toxic, because there's a shit ton of good energy, but I'm saying there's some type of mentality that may be a little bit toxic onto someone else, because the Eight of Swords, this is someone that may feel blamed, or always being put, you know, blamed about, like always being, how do you say? It's like someone that feels like you're always pointing the finger at them. Okay, so there could be someone in your life that they feel like you're always pointing the finger at them. Or making them feel some form of way. And even though they're willing to overlook it, it's almost like a negative pattern that could really be stemmed from fear, or really be stemmed from having a hard time embracing some type of shift in your life. And I feel like even if this person should, you know, stand up a little bit, they're not, okay? And I'm not saying you're being that bad, but it's like, this is someone that may be overlooking being blamed for something, or overlooking, you know, like if it's a relationship, it's like they feel like you always put the blame on them. Or if it's a mother, it's like they feel like you blame all your current life realities on them. Whatever the situation is, okay? Either way, Aquarius, you're receiving a lot of supportive and, you know, loving energy from someone despite it all. Okay? Despite it all. But yeah, I feel like things are going good. It's like everything's fucking good. That's why it makes no sense. But it's like you may just need to kind of embrace some type of shift. Because this is saying the only reason you're having anxiety and negative thinking about a person or a situation or a job or whatever it may be is because you're having a hard time embracing some type of shift and just trusting the process and trusting things from day to day, and just allowing someone to love you, or allowing yourself to give something its full support despite any worldly desires that you may feel are not being fulfilled, because you could be feeling some sense of humiliation as well when it comes to a work situation. Then even though you have a lot of, you know, emotional, or even though you have a lot of creative energy toward a specific direction, because you feel like things aren't working out in a stereotypical type of way, it's not good. And again, it may be causing even more resistance, or causing a lack of, you know, Eight of Wands in reverse. It's like things may not be picking up as quickly as they could, because there's this negative, you know, stigma in your energy toward a specific thing that is causing a lot of resistance. So there may be something you just need to embrace and just let go and release, and not give a fuck, and just trust the fact that, okay, you love me, I love you, okay, you know, or trust the fact that this job is fine. You may be looking at it from, you know, Devil card can be someone that's almost so obsessed and focused on the worldly accumulations of things that they forget how they even manifest good shit. You know, you manifest good shit because you just go with the flow, go with the process, not put so much resistance on shit. Like really use that creative spark and that muse with that Queen of Cups as something that you fully trust. And I feel like you're having a hard time fully riding some type of, you know, wave when it comes to a relationship, a transition, or a job, whatever it may be. So again, it's almost like everything's going good, and you're receiving a lot of support. You're receiving a lot of support. I feel like you're just overthinking, or letting something, you know, ruin your experience. Don't let negative thinking ruin your experience, okay? Just of life, because it's like not worth it. It's just life, okay? So I like it. Money's good. Everything's looking good. It's just your negative thinking or anxiety about a situation that is kind of keeping things a little bit autopilot-y, because you feel like you're doing it because you have to mentally, when you don't have to even think that way. There's something here that you could truly embrace and enjoy it, but it's like you're putting too much, like, you know, negative input, or not even negative, but too much. I don't even know what the word would be. I hope you know what I mean, but I'm going to pull you an oracle. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. We also have Scorpio. So this could definitely have a lot to do with your work and career, with Capricorn and Scorpio being the main influence, especially with the rest of the cards. I don't know, let's see. Give me an oracle for Aquarius. We have a new direction. Choose a new direction. Choose a new direction is what they say. I don't want to add to your overthinking. So we have yes. What's this new direction? Seven of Wands in reversed. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in reversed. So there's something to do with your belief system. Seven of Wands is all about your belief system, what convicts us to do, what convicts us to act, what convicts us to stand up because of principle and whatnot. You know, it's really a lot to do with principle and motive and integrity and all of that. Seven of Wands in reverse can be someone that is starting to doubt themselves because they're starting to fold on their beliefs. And it's like there's something here where you may need to choose a new direction, not necessarily literally, could be, but there's something here that no longer aligns with your personal principle, and it's kind of draining you of your energy. And it's also causing a lot of insecurity. So there could be some type of belief system you hold in regards to, you know, a job, a person, yourself, with that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That is kind of holding you back from enjoying an experience or relationship or whatever it may be to its fullest potential, you know. So when it comes to choosing a new direction with those cards, it's almost like, you know, if you're starting to notice yourself forcing yourself to believe certain things, or forcing yourself to even believe certain things about a person, right, in a negative way. It's like there's something here that's causing you to be very insecure. It's causing you to look negatively on yourself. It's causing, you know, even if it's just causing you to just not act on things in the way you want because of insecurity. Because yeah, when we, you know, when we judge ourselves deeply, that's usually when we judge other people and judge opportunities and judge whether we're going to do this, that, and the third. And it's like you may need to stop judging yourself in regards to a situation and just kind of go with whatever new outlook you have. There's some type of new outlook that is being birthed with that Seven of Wands in reverse, but you're doubting it. It almost makes you feel weak to some extent. Okay? It makes you feel weak. But it's not weakness. It's almost like you just need to allow a new outlook to be birthed, or it's like nothing's going to change. And that could have to do with so many different things. Because like I said, even if it's a relationship or, you know, a love situation, you know, someone may have done shitty things, or someone may have, you know, not have been the best of partner, but here they are now. And it's like, are you going to give them a second chance, or are you going to let doubt to create the same pattern and experience every single day? You know, like there's something here that's causing a lot of insecurity and causing you to hold back when it comes to, you know, defending, you know, defending your right to act, really, defending your territory, protecting your territory, fighting for what you believe in authentically. It's like there's some type of clash within your belief system that is causing you to hesitate on certain things. And it may be kind of killing the fun out of a situation. Okay? So when it comes to choose a new direction, just take that and filter it through whatever you need to filter it through. Okay? Because yeah, there's just something here that's just, you know, but I feel like it has something to do with the way you view yourself, or something to do with your insecurities about something. Okay? Just give me one more on that new direction, because Queen of Swords. This is about being receptive to something, or being receptive to learn something new, being receptive to, you know, embrace something. Like the Queen of Swords is someone that's very receptive, you know. I don't know. I'm just going to get off that. I'm just going to get off that. There's something here that you may just need to be a little bit more receptive toward. Okay? Have an open mind toward. I feel like I'm missing something on that, but it could have to do with the partner, because we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is, to me, the divorced couple, or, you know, someone that you're in separation with. So it's like there could be someone that you're in separation with, or you divorced, or there was a breakup of some sort and it caused a huge distance where the two of you are now very cold toward one another. And it's like there may be something that you need to, you know, either give a second shot to, or there may be something that you need to just completely cut off completely, because you need to realize that it's just causing more hesitation and more doubt and more insecurities. It's really up to you, okay? But yeah, I feel like it has to do with some type of like disconnect, or, you know, whatever that is for you, okay? But yeah, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Scorpio. Thank you so much, Wes Walker. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? What can Capricorn expect this week? What's good, Jack? Stephanie. What can Capricorn expect this week? 3 shuffles. We're going backwards if you're just popping on, okay? 3 of Wands just showed its face, Capricorn. So a lot of you guys are moving forward, potentially in a direction, making forward plans. Lord have mercy. Overall energy for you, Queen of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse, right under that with the Death card. There's definitely, you may be having a hard time focusing this week, Capricorn, okay? You're not really even in the right mind space, and I'm not saying you're delusional or anything like that, but you're definitely exhausted, okay? And it is because of some type of ending, new outlook you have on life or on a situation. It's like you've went through some type of change, okay? And I feel like right now it's almost like you're tired. There's some type of, and you don't need to be like moving or anything like that to be tired because of change. Just spiritual shifts are exhausting and they're tiring, because it's a whole, it's not just looking at life differently. It's like, because it's like a ripple effect, you know, you change one little thing and everything changes. I mean, depending on the spectrum or whatnot. But I feel like this week you're having a hard time focusing. You may be thinking really irrationally. It's almost like you're trying to push yourself beyond your limits, where you may just need to take a step back. Just, you know, let yourself have a breather, okay? Because yeah, I feel like you may be trying to push yourself beyond your limits, because there is a lot of frustration, because it's like you want to get moving, but you're also setting yourself up to, you know, be disappointed to some extent, or you're setting yourself up, you know, for burnout, really, okay? Yeah. Man, the readings tonight are really deep, you know, subtle, but deep. Because, you know, I feel like there's a really good energy happening for you this week, Capricorn, okay? You could be reuniting with someone, or you're quite nostalgic, feeling connected to someone from your past. There could be a lot of communication with someone from your past. There could be a lot of like snuggling type energy with someone from your past. It's like this homey type of energy you're having this week with someone from your past. And I feel like there's a part of you that's almost, you know, folding on your beliefs, or folding on your own defensives. Like if you were very defensive toward a specific person, you're kind of, you know, returning to that person, because it's like you're running out of reasons to push them away. Okay, let's just put it that way. You're running out of reasons to push someone away. And it does not have to be an intimate thing, Capricorn. This could be family. This could be siblings. This could be just people that have a part in some type of memory, okay? I mean, no, not just some type of memory. This is definitely people that you have a history with, or they're from your past, but they trigger a lot of past shit. And I feel like you're welcoming or allowing someone into your space this week, Capricorn, because you're starting to run out of reasons to push them away. And I do feel like there's an attempt from someone external to you, a group of people even. There's people from your past or a person specifically that there is a very deep connection here. You share a lot of memories together. There's a lot of history there. And you're kind of craving that this week, if I'm going to be honest with you. But you hate that you're craving it. It's like you hate that you're craving this person or a family member. It's like, you know, there's something here where you wish you could just be really cold, but it's like you just want to embrace the good feels and you're doing it. And I feel like you're keeping to yourself. You're kind of keeping you and this person or whoever this is to you. It's like you're kind of keeping this intimate, you know, connection or reunion very sacred. It's like you're not being too open. You're not really, because I feel like you're thinking really irrationally on allowing someone back in. Okay? It's like you're being really hard on yourself for allowing someone to come back into your life, but I feel like it's like you're running out of reasons not to. So yeah, I feel like you're having a reunion with either family, a lover, someone from your past, and it feels really good. It feels really good, but it almost may feel like you're a pussy for letting this person back in. Okay, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But I feel like with that Hermit card, you may have went through some type of transition in your life where you really elevated, you became mature, you see things differently. And I feel like your ego is not in alignment with who you become, and it's creating a lot of struggle, and it may cause you to overthink a lot of things. But, you know, I feel like you're just allowing some type of reunion to happen and you're keeping it to yourself. You just, it feels like home, but it also freaks you out a little bit, you know. But I feel like even if it is a past person, you're handling the situation a different way. And it's because you've changed, really. Okay, you've overcome a lot of adversities on your own. It's like you know who you are. And especially if it's a relationship, because you have developed some type of self-worth or overcame a lot of shit, you have a lot more self-worth now on your own. And when we do have authentic self-worth, we don't expect unrealistic expectations from the people that we're with, right? So a lot of times relationship problems is all, you know, it resorts back to a lack of self-worth from someone or both of them or whatever it may be, right? Because we expect too much from our person. So it's like whatever's going on here, Capricorn, it's nice. It feels good. You're keeping it to yourself, but you may be almost fighting it in the same way. You may be trying to distract yourself. You may be, you know, it's like you're trying to focus. It's like there's something you're almost trying to distract yourself in. And on a personal level, Capricorn, yeah, I feel like you went through some type of transition and you're in a space where, like, you know, this type of energy is good for you. It's almost like you're in a space where people that are close to you or people that you feel this deep connection with is kind of good for you because you can be yourself. It is that place of home. If it's a relationship, the song, if you guys know the song Home by Blue October, it used to be like one of my favorite songs and I still love it. But there's a song called Home by Blue October. That's the feeling you have if it's a relationship. Okay. All right. But let's see. You could be dealing with a Virgo. I mean, even if it's a connection. An opportunity. Kind of reminds me of the Judgment card too. The way her arms are up like that. It's like there may be an opportunity to resurrect something from the past. And I just say that because I just noticed how it did look kind of like the Judgment card. But you do need to communicate clearly. So communicate clearly. Okay, so, you know, even if it's not that deep, it's like maybe if you are just tired or drained, just be honest about that. Or whatever you need to communicate, whatever is bothering you, I feel like whoever this person is a safe space for you. Look, we have helpful people on the bottom. It's like, I feel like this person is very helpful to you, you know, even if it's a lover. It's like someone that is a safe space for you to just be a hot mess if that's what you are this week. So just be honest, and you know what I mean? And honestly, if they can't handle whatever honesty you have, it's like, well, it's like a natural filter, okay? So I like it. It's good. It's really, it's a nice week. It's like a week to breathe with the people that love you and you love, even if you hate that you love them sometimes, okay? All right. Scorpio? No, Sagittarius. Yeah, I highly recommend listening to that song. I used to listen to that song over and over and over. I could sing you guys the whole lyrics because I used to just sing that song. I fucking love that song. For Capricorn, that's like such your vibe this week. All right. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Yeah. 2 more. What can Sagittarius expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Sagittarius. Man, there's so many major changes happening for us all. It's overwhelming, you know. I mean, it's not overwhelming. It's very good, you know. All right, overall energy for you this week, Sagittarius. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse with the Death card, 2 of Wands, 3 of Cups. I just got this song. You know the song Happy Girls and Happy Boys? Happy girls and happy... I'm not going to sing it for you guys and break your ears. But that song Happy Girls and Happy Boys just came to my fucking... I never heard that, I feel, since I was a kid. That's like the energy. Anyway, I feel like you're in a space of like feeling that energy, but you also feel like... it's almost like you feel like you need to take your... How do you say? Just give me a minute. Let me digest this a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're in a space of just wanting to be happy, really. And I feel like you may feel like you're surrounded by negative netties, you know? It's like you're in a space where, you know, there's a lot of changes happening or there's a lot of things being completed. It's like you're ready for something new. It's like you want to have fun, you want to go out. And I feel like you're in a space of potentially feeling like there's a specific person that is very much focused on all your negatives. You may feel like... it's almost like you feel like if this is a relationship, it's like someone that maybe like, you know, I know you want to have fun, but like we got to do this or we got to do that, or it's like, you know, now that's if it's a relationship. It's like if it's a relationship or a family or a friend, it's like you may feel like you have someone that's very like a negative netty in your space. And, you know, I feel like you're just kind of giving them space. I don't really feel like you're playing victim about it. I feel like you're just choosing other people to hang out with, you know, and I feel like it's really stemming from this feeling of being bored. Honestly, like monogamy type shit. Monogamy? No, that's not the right word. I mean, you may feel that way a little bit. I don't know if it's not the right word. It's like you're in a space of just being bored with the status quo at the moment. And again, you feel like you've overcome some type of hurdle in your life, whether that was a financial hurdle, whether it was just depression, whether it was a health issue. There's some type of hurdle that you're overcoming this week, okay? You could be, again, just excited because you got money in the bank this week and it's like you want to spend it. And you're dealing with someone that's like, listen, we got money to make, or we got to do this, whatever it may be. And yeah, so I feel like, you know, I feel like you're just in a space of, you know, looking elsewhere, you know, or if there is something, even on an individual level and you're not dealing with anybody, it's almost like you're recognizing that you're bored, but you're not really humming and hawing about it. You're not really being like, boo-hoo, my life sucks, or I have no friends. It's almost like you're going to take yourself out. You know what I mean? It's like you're in a space of wanting to do things. And I feel like you're doing things a little bit differently this week. And I like it. I like it. But you are, you know, I feel like you're frustrated because you feel like no matter what you do or what you bring to the table, you feel like someone is persistently focused on your negatives or not really wanting to go out or not really seeing your point of view or not really wanting to hear your idea if you're just talking to family or whatever it may be. And it's, you know, I don't know, just clarify the Six of Wands because I'm a little like, yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're realizing someone's just not on the same page with you, but I feel like you're not bitching about it. It's just like, okay, well, I'll find my happiness or I'll just go find something else to do. Okay. You just be boring this week. I'm going to go find something else to do or find other people to hang out with. It's kind of like that. Okay. So why is that Four of Cups here? Page of Cups in reverse. Fool in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're just dealing with someone that's just not, you know, they're just not up to whatever idea you have, really. And they may be being a little bit of a buzzkill. You know, they're not really in the mood to have fun. They're not really in the mood to take you up on an offer. It's really quite simple, Sagittarius. Sorry, I know it's a vague reading, but it's life, you know. It's like you may be having a little bit of a frustrating week because you feel like someone is not on the same page or someone is not wanting to go out and have fun. Or even a sibling or a family member is not, you know, they don't care about whatever is going on with you. And it could be like bumming you out, but I feel like you're choosing to avoid playing victim about it. And you're just being happy on your own. And like I said, I heard that song, Happy Girls, Happy Boys. Like you could just be saying, hey, I'm going to go for a drink and I'm going to go on my own. I used to do that all the time. When I was younger, I used to just go to the bar by myself, and you meet people when you're there, right? I never go to the bar anymore. But when I was younger, I used to do that. So I feel like you're just, you know, finding your own, you know, you're just finding something to entertain you, really, because you're in a space of like, I'm good. You know, I don't need to make money. I just paid off all my debt. I got a lot of money in the bank. It's like, whatever's going on with you, it's like you're not wanting this person's buzzkill type of energy. And I feel like the best way I can explain this, whatever obstacle you're overcoming surrounding just being bored or feeling like someone is just pointing out your negatives or just not entertained, it's like you're finding another route to be entertained. And it's like you're not really letting it get to you. Okay? So yeah, it's pretty vague. So, why is that death card there? But you could be dealing with an Aries. You don't have to be. Okay? But, I don't know, it's vague. Excuse me. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? What can Scorpio expect this week? Three shuffles. What can Scorpio expect this week? Overall energy for you, Scorpio, Seven of Cups with the Moon card right under that. I love this energy. This is like creative energy. This is optimistic energy. This is seeing, you know, seeing your options available to you, and it's exciting you. the Moon card. It's like you're creating something here, especially with the Seven of Cups. You know, I feel with that Nine of Cups in reverse, Devil in reverse, I feel like there's something in your life that's just, it feels off. It doesn't really feel pleasing to you. It's not satisfying you. There's something here that is not satisfying you. And I feel like, you know, you're open to explore your options, but there is a lot of fear, subconscious fears that you may not even be aware is limiting you when it comes to making choices in new directions. Because yeah, I feel like you have options. There's something here that is just feeling off. I feel like that's just within yourself, because you may be having a hard time avoiding the fact that, you know, you're not emotionally invested into something as much as you once were, or you're not inspired by something as much as you once were. It's like something is just, you know, feeling off. Okay, if you were dating someone temporarily, it's like you're realizing this isn't what I want. Like, why am I even here? Why am I with this person, you know, watching them? I don't know. I can't. I'm like the least wittiest person ever. It's like you're in a space of like, why, what am I doing? Why am I settling? Because the Eight of Cups in reverse can also talk about settling. And I feel like you're having a hard time avoiding the fact that, you know, you may be settling in a situation, or there's a fear of settling, you know, even if that's just a job of some sort. And, you know, but I really like this week because you're taking that negative energy or outlook and you're allowing it to inspire you. You're allowing it to kind of broaden your horizon. And I feel like you are in a space of, you know, Page of Swords can often be like getting more information, looking online, seeing what's out there, going on Tinder. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. But it's like you're in a space of definitely seeing what's out there, because the Page of Wands talks about someone that's just up for anything. You know, they're willing, they're ready. It's like, what's new and exciting? What's going to trigger? What's going to inspire me? What intrigues me? And I feel like you're in a space of like trying to upkeep or uphold your obligations in life at the moment, paying off debts, or just kind of keeping things balanced amongst your relationships. I feel like you do have quite, you know, a decent relationship with your money at the moment. It's like you know where your money's coming from, okay? Or you know where it needs to go. It's like there's some type of balance there happening with you, but you are in a space of wanting to explore a new path. But yeah, I feel like things may, you know, this week I feel like you're more so keeping up with your obligations in life while also exploring new options available to you. And I do feel like you are finding something, just FYI. There's something here that, just clarify that Page of Swords. Magician in reverse, Six of Swords. Okay, well, what's the Page of Wands? Okay, this is so subtle. But it's like, I feel like you're, you know, I do feel like you're meeting someone or finding a new idea or being inspired in a certain direction, but there is an immediate, like, this isn't going to work. Okay, what's next? Okay, and there is a lot of irrational thinking, or, you know, you're being hard on yourself. Okay, or you're being hard on a specific person that may just be trying to help you or give you advice, or there's something here you're being really hard on, because I do feel like there's an idea or something here that intrigues you being brought to your attention. You could be receiving communication from someone new, but it's an immediate like, okay, I'll pass, like literally, okay, literally, like you'll pass. Six of Swords can talk about like all pass type of energy, like passing on, like moving on, like no, not interested, I'm not holding up, no, not interested. And I feel like there's something that you're just not interested. And it could be stemming from self-doubt, just keep that in mind, or just feeling not really in your power, or feeling not your best self. And it could be causing you to limit the options available to you. So just be careful of that. Because yeah, I do feel like you're coming across something that's quite exciting, but it's kind of like on to the next thing. On to the next thing. What's that six? Just give me one more on that Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's some type of financial situation a lot of you guys may be obligated to this week because of some type of bad business move or bad financial investment. There's some type of poor financial investment that was made that has you feeling like you need to, you know, take a look at the whiteboard, have a brainstorming type of moment, kind of reestablish a game plan for yourself, but you are being very cautious. A lot of you guys are not allowing yourself, for those of you that are looking to start a business or you're looking to do something to make money, a lot of you guys are not allowing yourself to, you know, like some of you guys aren't charging enough for what you do, or some of you guys are not, it's like you're accepting the bare minimum for whatever reason, okay? Or you're accepting the bare minimum in some type of relationship dynamic or job situation, and it's almost like you're limiting yourself to some degree. I don't know. See, a lot of you guys, I'm just going to be completely blunt with you, Scorpio. A lot of you guys have someone enabling you financially. And it's causing you to, you know, it's causing you to kind of accept bare minimum because you feel like you don't need to do anything else. And I'm not saying you should force yourself to work if you don't want to or whatever it may be. But it's almost like, it's like there's something here where it's like you're not fully discovering the power of you because you have someone supporting you to not really finish what you start. You have someone supporting you. You know, again, this is not going to be for all of you, but a lot of you, you have someone supporting you to not really finish what you start or not plant any new seeds. And like some of you guys are looking at someone as help, but so it's like one of those things that you don't realize till after the fact. But some of you guys are looking at someone as that's helping you, but it's like it's almost like you choosing the bare minimum when you could be getting way more than that. Okay, now whether that has to do with money or something else, there's some type of enabling connection that you have either with someone that's supporting you financially, whether that's a parent, a lover, whatever it may be, or whether that's just you entertaining fuckboys. And that's just kind of entertaining you just enough that you're not really willing to see what else is out there. It's like there's something that's just kind of becoming a little bit of an enabling energy, even if it's not to do with money. And, you know, it's kind of putting you in that space of just enough, but like not, you know, experiencing any descensions or ascensions that are enough to kind of push you to another level. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain that without sounding delusional, but I feel like you have a shit ton of options, Scorpio, but you have someone that's enabling you just enough, or something, or someone that's giving you money, or someone that, there's something here that's enabling you just enough that you're not really motivated to kind of finish what you start, or you're not, I don't know. So just keep that in mind. Because yeah, I feel like you got something new coming in, a new idea, a new lover. There's something new coming in, but because you have this like bare minimum energy just in your life, it's kind of holding you back. Okay. You know, do you know what's funny? I mean, you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini. Keep that in mind. But do you know what's funny? You know, sometimes we can often complain because nobody's there for us. Nobody's there for us. I found myself doing that my whole life. Nobody's there for me. Nobody supports me. Nobody blah, 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 right? But it's like, then you look back and you realize you probably wouldn't have done half the shit that you did if you had people that, you know, just babied you. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what I'm saying. And I'm not saying you have someone babying you, but like, for example, if there was a connection that really had no purpose, but it, you know, it entertained your ego. If that were to exist in your life, it's like you may have not have really experienced anything more than that. Or if there was even family that gave you money, you may have not have been motivated to be, you know, innovative to some extent. And I often think about that with myself, like with, you know, I give all my credit to me being resourceful my whole life to the lack of support. And I don't think I would be, and I'm not saying I'm amazing, that's not what I'm saying, but just knowing who I was and compared to who I am now, I don't think I would be who I was now if I had help that I see a lot of other people get. You know what I mean? So, sorry, I just see my daughter's name. That's my daughter's name, so I got confused a little bit. But anyway, so it's kind of like that, but I'm going to pull you an oracle. All right. Give me an oracle for Scorpio. Be assertive. You need to be assertive, and not only just with people, but yourself. You know, like you need to recognize where you're being lazy in the mind, where you're being, you know, again, I say this with love. I talk to myself like this, like legit. Like I tell myself, like, you're being an entitled bitch right now. Sometimes I do, because sometimes we are. And sometimes we need to be aware that we can be an entitled bitch. Okay, it's not all about self-love. Like sometimes you need to be honest with yourself. I'm not saying that's what you are, okay? Or you need to be very assertive with someone else. But you may need to kind of use very harsh discernment in a situation and take control. And there's something here that you may just need to say no to, like bluntly. Because it's almost like, especially if you're receiving money from someone, it's almost like, you know, yeah, it may seem like free money, but it's like you're not considering the energy that you have to invest in that situation to get that money. Like, that's just an example. You know what I mean? Like when you're not getting help from anybody, it kind of gives you freedom to some extent. You know what I mean? Or it makes you be able to be assertive. It allows you to kind of speak your truth. It allows you to say no. It allows you to say, wait a minute, you're fucking abusive, or you're fucking this, or whatever it may be. Like, when you can support yourself, it gives you the option to say no, okay? And I wish it was a perfect world, and I wish it wasn't like that, but that's just the reality. And a lot of people don't live in their truth because there's too many, they're trying to cater to too much shit that doesn't align with their truth. And it's like speaking their truth would cut a lot of shit off, right? So it's like you may need to be assertive with yourself. Like, who the fuck are you? What do you want? Now, this is a very dramatic example, and it's just a week. But it's like you need to be honest with yourself, okay? So you can take control in a more productive way instead of like holding on to some type of crutch or enable something that's really just like a bare minimum type of situation, right? So, man, so I get talking so much and then my throat dries out. Anyways, let's move on to Scorpio. That was Scorpio. Libra. What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? What can Libra expect this week? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Libra, 5 of Cups and the World card right under that. 10 of Wands, the Emperor. It's like you got listen, this is legit, like, powerful, okay? Because there is some type of cycle here closing out. A lot of you guys are very focused on finishing projects, completing shit, you know, being responsible. It's like that you may feel a little bit weighed down with responsibilities and with burdens, but, you know, you're not falling short in the process. It's like you got a lot going on, but you're taking care of it all. It's like you're taking care of business this week, okay? And you may be trying to overcome, or it's like you're trying to overcome a situation that's not fair, that's not equal, that's not balanced, that's not truthful. You may feel like you're dealing with a liar. You may feel like you're dealing with just a piece of scum, to be quite honest with you. Or it's just a situation that you just feel is out of balance, and you're determined to, you know, it's like you're determined to overcome that shit. And I do feel like you're in a space of definitely bossing up, taking control of shit, putting in the work, and you're letting a cycle come to an end. But the problem is it's almost like when you level up in some way, there's a lot of people or a specific person, or there's things. It doesn't always have to be people. It's like there's a lot of things or people that, you know, are not willing to level up with us to some extent, right? And I feel like you do feel the loss of someone. There is some type of emotional attachment that you've had with an ideal, a dream, or a person, and you feel the loss of that, but you feel like you can't hold on to that person any longer, or you feel like you can't hold on to that dream any longer because you're realizing it's just holding you back, okay? And I do feel like you feel defeated, okay? You feel like it's just, you know, it's like you're intentionally avoiding a person, or you're intentionally avoiding a situation or something here because you feel like you don't really have time to even address it, even if you wanted to, or you feel like there's no point to address it because you know how hard it is on your mental health. Okay, so you know, even if it's just a childhood dream or an ideal or something from the past, it's like you're realizing there's no point to address it or to entertain it because it's just draining on your mental health. And I feel like you're choosing this week to put your problems, your bitchiness, your he said, she said, your, you know, shoulda, coulda, was. It's like you're putting even just your own victim-like mentality. Like maybe you really wish you could have been Beyonce's backup dancer, but you're not. It's like you're putting that victim-like mentality out, okay? So I feel like you're just choosing to, you know, embrace the moment, embrace your responsibilities, and you're choosing to take control this week, and you're choosing to just leave the past in the past, whether that's a person or there's something here that you had a very strong emotional attachment to, and you feel the loss of that, okay? You're disappointed with how this person, if it's a person, you're disappointed with how someone is handling a situation, okay? And if anything, it makes you see them that much more clear, okay? And if it's a situation or a thing or whatever it may be, you realize that is just holding you back in some way, or keeping you stuck, or keeping you feeling at loss, feeling like a failure. It's like maybe you continue to attempt to, you know, go to school. It's like you've already done like 4 degrees now, and it's like you still don't got a job, you know. All the best to you if you can. Knowledge is knowledge. I'm not saying shaming that. But it's like there's something here that you just can't hold on to any longer or continue any longer because it's just not working out, and it just always leaves you with regret and disappointment. And I feel like this week you're putting your problems behind you, and it's like you're suiting up, really. 4 of Swords in reverse, like you're suiting up because it's 4 of Swords in reverse is very resilient, and they find the mental strength despite every possible thing they could possibly bitch at and whine about. It's someone that finds the mental strength despite all to just boss up and not be phased, right? So I feel like that's the type of energy you're in this week. It's like you're being very, very mentally strong, and you may have a person, if it's a person that's the cause of this 5 of Cups, you may have a person that is being very petty with you. You may have a person that is constantly trying to pull you back into their bullshit, but you're intentionally avoiding it because it's like, no, it's like boss up time. It's like time to move. It's time to move, and that's it. And it's quite powerful. Look, I love this. I fucking love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. You are getting a lot of attention. Some of you guys have new love coming through, okay? Or you're getting attention from someone new. Okay, but let's not get too deep into that, okay? So, maybe some of you guys are getting attention from someone new, and you have someone that's trying to be all like, I always knew you were a slut. I always knew you were cheating on me. you know, whatever the situation is, listen, if they don't want to put in the work for you, you don't own them shit, okay? Don't let them get under your skin with all the bullshit or whatever. Yeah. So I do feel like there's something here that's unlikely. Be assertive. Yeah, I feel like, you know, this has something to do with something from your past that may just clarify that unlikely. It's like you may need to be assertive with someone from your past here. Yeah, Two of Wands in reversed, Six of Cups. So if there was some type of, now this is a general reading, do whatever you want, but if there was some type of contemplation surrounding connecting with someone from the past, or, you know, can we make this work again? Well, because of the kids, or because there is a lot of indecision or hesitation, Libra, that you feel because of children involved potentially, or because you're not thinking clearly, okay? Because the Six of Cups can be receiving a rose-tinted view, right? Maybe there's been a lot of time between, maybe there's been a lot of distant energy, and it's like you've kind of had time to get over all the nasty shit, and now it's like you're forgetting the nasty shit, which isn't always a bad thing, but it's like you may not be getting the right viewpoint when it comes to either returning to something from the past or canceling plans. You may have, if you were desiring to cancel plans or go back on your word, or something of that nature, or to stay put in a past connection because of the kids, it's like it may not be likely to work out. And again, do whatever you need to do, especially if there's kids involved. You know, if there's no, like, I'm not gonna, people get all bent, okay. But it's like sometimes if there's no abuse and like nastiness, and it's just the two of you have like really petty issues amongst one another, right? Then yeah, maybe attempt to make it work, you know, but it may not be likely to work out for the long run. But sometimes you can make it work for whatever reason you have. But yeah, don't ever stay with someone that's abusing you or cheating on you even. I mean, do whatever you want, but if they're, you know what I mean? So I don't want to twist it. But yeah, you may need to be assertive. So if you do decide to return to a past situation because of children, you need to be very, very assertive with this person, but also be aware of your expectations. Like, what are you really expecting to see in that relationship? What are you expecting it to happen? Because relationships can work out if you return, but both people need to shift their view and need to shift their expectations, okay? Because whatever you were expecting before didn't work out, okay? So how are we gonna fix that shit? You know what I mean? How are we gonna not come across that petty shit again? Whatever it is, it's like you may need to re-look at your motive, or not motives, your motives maybe, your expectations, okay? But for some of you, it's just a matter of needing to say no to the past because it's causing too much indecision and it's really just holding you back. Okay. So, because yeah, I feel like sometimes people can get, you know, lost in their desires so much where they cause a lot of unnecessary trauma and damage to situations, right? But that's such a King of Swords. I should talk on it. I know, universe. I should talk on it because yeah, I feel like sometimes, you know, it's not a black and white subject. It's really not a black and white subject. Yeah, I feel like, anyways, I'm not going to talk about that. It's too much. What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? What can Virgo expect? What can Virgo expect? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Virgo. 7 of Pentacles in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse right under that. Two of Wands. Okay. All right, so I feel like this week for you, Virgo, is actually going to be quite exciting for you. It's going to be a little bit spontaneous for you because I do feel like you're receiving communication or some type of news that excites you. It kind of opens up a new path for you. A lot of you guys are reuniting with someone. You're reuniting with friends, or, you know, someone is communicating like, let's go out, let's have fun. Be spontaneous, Virgo, like for fucking once in your life. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're doing it because I feel like a lot of you, a lot of you guys this week, Virgo, you're in a space of like, you know, I feel like there's some type of investment that you've been invested into. There's something that you've been invested into that you're realizing is not panning out the way you had hoped. And I feel like you're losing interest slowly and surely. Slowly and surely. It's like you're losing interest in something slowly and surely, whether it's a job or whatever, okay? And I feel like there's a new path opening up for you, and it's bringing in a lot of optimism. It's bringing in a lot of excitement. You know, if it's a job offer, it's like you're starting to realize, like, I mean, let me just clarify that Page of Wands. Let me clarify that Page of Wands. 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Your happily ever after is coming in for you, Virgo, this week. But it causes so much damn anxiety because you're resisting some type of shift. You're resisting some type of ending. You're resisting some type of, it's like you're resisting some type of change here. You know, even if it's just a minimal change, just changing, like maybe you're rebranding or something, right? It's like there's some type of change needed here to make forward plans in a really exciting direction. You know, it's like maybe you're meeting up with a friend. And it's like, hey, I'm opening up a shop, you know, in this town far over. you could work with me, but it's like you need to move or something like that. It's like there's something exciting happening. Or if it's a lover, it's exciting you, and it's like, oh shit, you are my fucking happily ever after. But it also comes with a lot of, whatever this is, comes with a lot of necessary work on your part, okay? And again, it could be on a minimal scale or a very grand scale, but it's exciting nonetheless. It's exciting. And I feel like because I mean, Virgo, you are ruled by Mercury. Okay, and you're not stupid, and as stubborn as you very well can be, when things are no longer making sense, when things are no longer, there's not enough reason and meaning behind a certain thing, you are willing to change your mind. You and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. You can change your mind really fucking easily if it's backed up with enough logic, reason, and sense. Okay, so I feel like there's something here that you're starting to really be like, fuck it. Fuck it, let's do it. And yeah, I feel like you're not finishing. And again, it could just be as something as small as like, do you know what? I was gonna work this weekend, but yeah, let's go. Let's have a sick weekend. Okay. It's like that TikTok. Sorry, I'm sick. Sorry, I've been watching too much TikTok lately. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's helpful. There's a lot of helpful videos on TikTok though. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like you're bored, and I feel like you're wanting to take someone up on their offer, or you're wanting to take something up on their offer, even if that's just your own initiative to say, do you know what? I'm sick of doing this. This is what I'm doing. Okay? Because it does bring a lot of happiness. It brings a lot of fulfillment. But yeah, what's this Death in reverse? Because this is what's creating the stagnancy. 3 of Swords. A lot of you guys, if this is a person, you may need to let go of some type of betrayal and just somehow find a way to work through that rather than just cause it to be a barrier, okay? And if it's not a betrayal between you and someone else specifically that you're trying to move forward with, it's just you isolating yourself because of some type of heartbreak or disillusion type of feeling. It's like you may be isolating yourself or holding on to something, but it's almost like you're, there was a couple other signs, Capricorn and Aquarius, gave me this similar energy just for this one small part, is that, you know, it's like your reasoning and meaning, like I said, for doing things is no longer aligning with who you truly are, okay? And it's like you may be holding on to some type of betrayal or pain, or you're kind of isolating yourself from the world, you know, telling yourself, I don't want friends, or I don't want to do this, or this is not who I am, and I just rather be in my house and be boring and do whatever I do. And it's like you may be convincing yourself of that, but yet you're kind of, it's almost like there's a part of yourself, now again, this is not for everybody, but there's a part of yourself that's no longer, you know, resonating with what you tell yourself. And it's like if you're not feeling betrayed by a specific person, it's like you're betraying yourself. And it's like, I feel like you're starting to realize this is that doubt coming through, right? This is that doubt coming through. This is you kind of folding on current beliefs that have you fighting for something to begin with. And it's almost like, you know, you may need to embrace some type of shift, is what I'm saying, in order to pursue whatever this new energy is. And it definitely will put you out of your comfort zone. Some of you guys, I'm just going to put this out there because we have the Three of Cups. Some of you guys, you're meeting this person, or you're going to end up talking to this person when you're going out with friends. So maybe you are just going out with friends to hang out and you meet someone there that becomes a very significant person for you. You know, maybe they have connections in something you want to do, or they low-key just have the hots for you and you have the hots for them, or I don't fucking know. It's like whatever this like energy is that kind of opens your eyes up to some type of new path. It could be coming through, you know, just from going out with friends, or some type of third-party energy. You know, third party is online too, right? Anything third party, it's not always lovers, just FYI, okay? So there's a really positive and exciting opportunity. I feel like you're taking someone up on it, but when it comes to actually laying down roots and making plans and, you know, getting too deep, you're not doing that because there is some type of need to embrace some type of shift. Shift in perspective, shift in the reason and meaning behind the things you do, right? There's some type of shift. Oh, I just remembered something that has to do with this. I can't remember. I just left as soon as it came. Darn it. If I think of it, I'll tell you guys, but I can't remember anymore. Anyway, so yeah, you got new and exciting news coming through. Communication. Someone that you're happy to hear from, or news that you've been waiting on. But it's going to require a shift. Okay? I don't know. Let's see. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. So a lot of you guys may be having a lot of psychological breakthroughs as well this week. That is kind of opening up, giving you some wiggle room. Because you're starting to make sense of things, and you're starting to understand why you were doing this and why you wasn't doing that, and or you're just looking at the facts and the money, and it's like you may be having a lot of, you know, psychological breakthroughs this week that is, you know, working in your favor, but it's just embracing it. I don't know, let's see, what do we have for Virgo? Give me an oracle. We have things will improve. Things will improve. Meditation brings answers. Look for a sign. Look for a sign. I don't know. We are getting some vague things here. One more. This is very specific, but if you have someone insecure about you speaking some type of truth, that may be the sign you need. Like, for example, if you speak your truth to someone and they get all bent up and they start bitching at you and make you feel like you're not entitled to an opinion, not an opinion, a truth. Like, this is something that's important to me. So especially if it's a relationship or a codependent relationship, because this is someone literally putting their insecurities on you because of speaking some form of truth. And when it comes to looking for a sign, how are you being treated when you're being honest? Okay. So how are you being treated when you're being honest? I mean, what other kind of sign could this be? I don't know. I don't get anything else. Magician in reverse. For some of you, if it has nothing to do with a specific person, like there's something here about, you know, you're wasting your talents in the wrong direction, or because, how do you say? Magician in reverse talks about wasted talents. And there could be someone here that's insecure, or there's something here about insecurity surrounding wasted talents. I don't know. I'm just going to get off that. I can't get anything else. Sorry. But some of you, it's a matter of, you know, maybe, or maybe if this is a job situation, you may be starting to realize that, you know, everything that makes you who you are, or all your talents, or what you specialize in, or whatever it may be, it's kind of being overlooked by it is what it is. Okay, sorry, this is just how our company works. Sorry, it's a matter of like, what's that? You know, well, Susie was here 5 years longer. I don't know, whatever that is called, seniority there. It's like something here is it's like something is being overlooked. Okay, because of this is what it is type of standpoint or contracts or whatever it may be. And it's like there may be a need to end whatever that is, and not necessarily overlook who you are and what you specialize in, or what your talents are, or whatever it may be, but overlook maybe where you're investing it or how you're doing it. Because the Ten of Swords is someone that is starting to become taken for granted, right? So maybe you have a lot going good for you, or you got a lot of talents, but because you're putting it in a space where you've devalued yourself so much, because maybe you're doing it for free, or listen, if you got talent, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't care what these unhappy people tell you. If you got talent, or you got skill, or whatever it is, you better be charging for that, okay? Don't devalue yourself, and don't let people make you feel, oh, well, it's just part of life. No, people are broke because they allow themselves, like people are undervaluing themselves because, for one, they don't know how to market themselves properly because they don't have enough self-worth to even market, okay? Or it's like they let people get in their heads. They let people make them feel like they're charging too much. They let people make them feel like, well, this is just how people are. You know, 25 bucks an hour, you should be content. That's not how life is. Like, if you got talent, skill, whatever it may be, you need to value that shit and not give it to people that undervalue it. I don't know, even if you're just a YouTuber, for example, and you're putting out content, you may be giving it almost, I don't want to say, I mean, obviously YouTube's free, but it's like you may be devaluing yourself because you're giving too much inside. Like, for example, there's a fashion brand called The Row. Okay, it's operated by Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. For anyone that knows them, we all do. But there's a fashion brand called The Row, and it's one of the only fashion brands that, you know, is very discreet. It's like they keep things on the down low. They make everything private, and that's important to them. And it's important to them. Why? Probably because there's a saying called, what is it? Rich is loud and wealth is a whisper. Okay. And there's something that you have that is very wealthy, even if it never made any money. There's something that you have that's very wealthy, but you may need to be very like conservative with it in the way that you hold value, or you hold, like you're not just going to give that to anybody. Okay. Now that's so general, so you can take it and whatever, but maybe figure out a way to create value with who you are and what you have, because it's almost like you're draining yourself for people that don't even appreciate it, or they're taking it for granted. You know, like, I mean, you see that happen with a lot of, you know, celebrities or companies. It's like they create this unattainable type of dynamic because that's really what people want. They want the unattainable. They want what everybody can't get. They want what's sold out. How many brands freaking sell out and now you got to pre-order? Do you think that's actually them being sold out? That's a fucking manipulation tactic. Okay, so I mean, companies do that, but it's like, it's just all that type of shit, right? It's like whatever you're doing, you may need to figure out a different way to do it to, you know, really get what you deserve, you know, is the best way I can explain it. Like, I don't know how to say that, but, you know, oh my God, guys, I gotta go pee right quick and have a quick smoke. I'm gonna be right back, okay? I'll be right back. It's halftime. All right. All right, I got my blue cup party. All right. I know you guys probably get bored with my deepness sometimes, or my just looking too deeply into shit. I just can't help it. That's just who I am. That's just who I am. I can't fucking help it. You know what I mean? Even if it's a yawn fest for some, that's just who I am, and I just gotta accept that. Anyway, who am I on? Leo. What do we have for Leo? One more. What can Leo expect this week? Three shuffles. Let's get Alpino. Offline melodies. Overall energy for you, Leo. Chariot in reverse with the King of Wands right under that. Okay. You're ready to take action on something, Leo, but you're not really sure. There is something holding you back. I'm going to clarify that. It could be money, really. It's just money. You know, I feel like you're in a space, Leo, where you're inspired, you're passionate about something, you're passionate about someone. There's someone or something that you're very passionate about, you want to take action on, but you're held back a little bit. And I really just feel like it's stemmed from money, okay? Because you know your priorities at the moment, you know what your obligations are. I feel like, you know, it could be stemming from just a lack of resources. And on top of your lack of resources at the moment, it's just temporary. And always tell yourself this is just temporary, okay? Because of your lack of resources at the moment, you know, or your lack of resources in the moment is also creating a lot of insecurity potentially. It may be causing you to try to rush things, or it's almost like you're trying to pursue something, but you may be needing to half-ass it to some extent. Okay, now this is specific, but if this is a business idea or something, King of Wands can be very innovative. He's passionate, he's creative, he's an entrepreneur, he's someone that, you know, takes control and gets shit done, right? And when it comes to business matters, okay, I'll read it as love too. When it comes to business matters, I feel like there's something you want to take action on, but you're kind of held back because of finances. It just is what it is, right? Do what you can with what you have at the moment, okay? So if you're wanting to take action on something, we'll try to do what you can in that direction, like learn more or something until you have the money to do what you need to do, okay? And if this is a relationship, because some of you feel stuck in a relationship, I just got to be real with you, and you may feel like things have become quite, you know, just keeping the peace, doing the bare minimum. It's almost like you feel obligated to it, okay? Or someone, I mean, roles could definitely be reversed. Take it however you want to take it, okay? Because, yeah, it's like you may feel obligated to a relationship as well. But either way, Leo, I feel like you're wanting to take action, but you're almost burning yourself out because you're trying to do something without, it's almost like you're trying to jump to step 5 when you need to pass the first 5 steps. And you need to look at it, and this is how I keep myself motivated, you need to look at it as all part of the process, okay? So even if it's just paying debts or doing things that have nothing to do with whatever your objective is, you need to look at all those frustrations as something that's part of the process. And like I said, if it has to do with business, maybe you just need to take a look at with what you can do with what you have, but be mindful to not rush things, because when we rush things, we half-ass things, okay? So if it's something that you're really passionate about, you may really want to take your time and not launch something or not do something or not make something known even. Like if you want to make something known publicly or be loud about something, maybe just slow down a little bit and really value whatever this is that you're working toward or desiring, okay? So on an individual level, Leo, I feel like you're ready. You're fucking ready. You got the confidence, you got the initiative, you got the ability to move and take action and take control, but you are set back a little bit because you may feel attached to situations that you don't want to be a part of, or you feel attached to obligations or debt or whatever it may be. So yeah, you may just need to slow down a little bit. And, you know, I mean, this world can be very easily influencing. So it can often encourage us to buy now, pay later, do this, do that later. That's not how reality works. And you can't escape the responsibilities that you have accumulated. And you can't get lost in your desires enough to, you know, sabotage yourself. Like you need to balance something out here before you take action. But I feel like, you know, yeah, like look, a lot of you guys are just, you're ready to take action on ending a relationship, or you're ready to take action on separating from people from your past. If it's not a relationship, this is just recognizing some dysfunctional shit in a family situation or people from your past. And it's like you're ready to let that go, but you may feel almost somewhat tied to that situation. I mean, some of you, it's because of money. Some of you, it's because of, it's your only choice right now, whatever it may be. Okay. So, you know, I feel like you're just give me one more on that Chariot in reverse, Queen of Swords, the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you're aware of this. Whatever this is that's holding you back or making you feel powerless or not in control, I feel like you're aware of this, and you may just really need to be logical about a situation and use proper discretion when it comes to what you take action on and what you act on and what you don't act on. And again, you may need to slow down, okay? So, you know, like for example, if there's children involved, you know, you may need to consider, you know, unless there's abuse or whatnot, it's like you may just need to slow down and be mature in the situation and consider how something is going to impact the kids. Again, if there's abuse and stuff, get out, right? Okay. But if it's just like petty shit, like, oh, you don't love me enough, you can work through that temporarily. You can keep the peace. You can do it. Okay. Because yeah, when it comes to, it's like there's something here that you need to be mature about. And whatever this is, you're aware of it. Okay? You're aware of it. And you seem to be obligated to things you don't want to be obligated to, but at the same time, you've accumulated those responsibilities and you need to balance out your karma. Okay? So I feel like this week you're in a space of wanting to take action, but you feel set back. You feel like you're forced to slow down. You don't like it, but you're also aware that it's necessary. And I feel like you're choosing to withdraw, or you may be receiving advice from someone to just kind of withdraw and slow down and just take a minute and be mature about a situation. There's something here you just need to be mature about. Okay? So, just give me one more on that Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords in reversed. One more, Hierophant. Yeah, see, I feel like you're all aware of what I'm saying, because this is saying that you're finding the mental strength to use your inner compass, to be aware, to use proper discernment. It's like it's almost like you already know what you need to do, really. You know what you need to do, but again, it may feel like things aren't really moving as quickly as you want it to, and that may be frustrating you, but it just kind of is what it is at the moment, okay? Just be careful to not burn out. And again, I don't feel like there's anything external coming into you. Okay, some of you guys may be receiving financial support for something, but just be careful that you're not, you know, biting off more than you can chew or adding more stress to your plate. And that's why they say more money, more problems. Because yeah, you got more money, you got good credit, you got this, but it's like the more you spend kind of thing. It's like really be mindful of like what you choose to accept and what you need to do for that in return, and if that's going to add to your stress, because sometimes it's just easier to do things the hard way so you don't have to think about it or deal with it or be, you know, like deal with any predispositions on the situation any further. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Cancer. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Now, you know, if that's not your story, that's like specifically what I get, but you know, if that's not your story, Leo, that's all I get. That's all I get. Sorry. Anyways, let's see. Give me an oracle for Leo. So there is a peaceful resolution. The situation will improve. Okay, so peaceful resolution, the situation will improve. So things will improve. Try to take your peaceful resolutions over things that come with more burdens and more obligations and more stress and whatnot. You know, because, yeah, like for example, if it's a relationship, some of you guys may not be happy or fulfilled, but there's kids involved. Okay, so When you have kids, that's your responsibility, that's your obligation. And to cause trauma or unnecessary trauma, and I'm not saying because you leave a relationship you're causing trauma, but the reality is, like, be mindful of unnecessary traumas you're putting in situations because of personal desires and ego that could be at least, you know, pushed back or whatever it may be. Okay? Yeah, Virgo, Taurus. We have Virgo, Taurus, or Cancer. Okay. All right, what do we have for Cancer? Four shuffles. Two more. What do we have for Cancer? What can Cancer expect? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Cancer, Two of Swords, Two of Wands in reversed. Okay, well, you're making a tough decision to not pursue something here. Okay, you may be canceling travel plans or canceling some type of plan. You're making a head over heart decision to cancel some type of plan. Okay. Okay, well, this is not just a tough decision. This is you making a major decision that is going to be a complete catalyst for the rest of your life. Two of Swords is also, to me, it's Libra energy, but also is, to me, almost like justice type energy. They're both Libra energy. Okay, and I feel, Cancer, you're in a space this week where you are making a big decision. Okay, I don't know, maybe you're getting engaged, or you're changing your status to in a relationship, or you're moving, or you're making a decision to, you know, you're moving forward with something. Okay, you're moving forward with something, but whatever this decision is, it's going to be a huge catalyst for the rest of your life. Ten of Swords, the Lovers. There's some type of, it's like you're putting the nail in the coffin in a situation. You know what I mean? And despite your feelings on the situation, how do I say this? It's almost like, despite your feelings, despite your personal biases, whatever action you're taking when it comes to this decision, there's no going back. Okay? Like maybe you're quitting your job, or you know, you made a choice to move away, or it's like you're making some type of choice that's quite drastic, in fact. And it's not stemmed from your emotions. It's stemmed from, I mean, what does it stem from? Justice in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like it's just stemmed from something here that didn't work out in your favor. And now you're in a space of, because something didn't work out in your favor, you're willing to take a risk. Well, it's kind of like, what else do I got to lose type energy. If it's a love situation, it's like you're making a decision to pursue love or to turn your back on love, because it's like, what else do I have to lose? You know, they already rejected me, or they already, you know, done this or that. It's like there's something here where it's like, what else do I have to lose? Or if it's a business thing, it's like, what else do I have to lose? It's not like I could rely on this past situation. It's not like I could rely on this past job, or this past job didn't really give me much anyways. It's almost like you're making a major decision this week to be a little bit more risky. take risks, you know, and it may be for the better for you here with the Lovers and the Three of Wands. And I do feel like whatever this risk is, does come with, you know, letting go of something from your past. Okay, it could also require some spending, or you're making a big purchase, or, you know, you're investing into the gear you need for your business, for example. It's like there's something here you're investing into that is going to require you to be a little less stingy with your money, or you know, completely disregard a past situation. Because again, you're making forward plans, you're doing it, and it's because something didn't work out in your favor. And I feel like you're just, it's like, it is what it is. It's like, what else do I have to lose? But it's quite drastic. The Lovers is always a connection or a choice or a decision that we make that we're never going to be able to run away from, you know? Like if you make a decision, for example, to cheat on your person, or to, you know, completely betray someone or something like that, it's like you're never getting away from that. Like it's almost like something that is just written in stone. Okay, now I'm not saying you're betraying someone. Maybe someone betrayed you, and it's like now it is what it is. You know what I mean? No going back. Okay? Because you yourself may be feeling betrayed. So, because yeah, I feel like, listen, Cancer, it's getting late. Okay, usually the last half of the all signs gets the tired rose, but you guys get it tonight. It's getting late. Lord have mercy. But I feel like you're in a space of realizing something isn't working out in your favor. You're wanting to take a risk. And I feel like because of some type of betrayal or nail in the coffin type of energy, it's like you're happy with your choice to move forward and make forward plans. What's this Three of Wands? Three of Swords in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you are turning your back on a third party energy. I mean, we got 3 threes. 3 threes. That's a positive omen for money. Some of you guys are turning your back on some type of collaboration or business partnership. Okay, and you're choosing to go your own way in something. Okay, so some of you may have been trying to cooperate with other people, or trying to get other people on the same page as you, or trying to whatever. And it's like you're realizing it's not doing you any favors, and you may be turning your back on a corporation or whatever. People that may have similar interests. You're turning your back on that. And it's like you're choosing to go your own way, and you're choosing, and I feel like you're happy with that choice. Okay? And it's because of just this repetitive, like being treated like shit at work, being treated like shit at business meetings, being treated like shit, you know, just amongst people that you should get along with because y'all are similar or share similar interests, but it's like you don't. It's like, I feel like you're happy with a choice to kind of go your own way and turn your back on some type of third-party energy, because you never really felt like this person was on the same page anyways, or you felt like this group of people wasn't really helping you, okay? So yeah, I feel like some of you guys are taking a risk when it comes to your business, when it comes to your money, the way you make money. There's definitely some type of positive omen here when it comes to money as well. And when it comes to love, I would say that you feel betrayed by someone because of some type of third-party energy, and you're happy with your choice to turn your back on that situation. I'm not saying your person's cheating on you, by the way. I'm saying there's some type of external influence, okay, that may be inhibiting your ability to make things work with someone else. And it's just kind of done. It's over. What's that? 10 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you feel like this, if this is a relationship, you feel like it was just a very superficial type of relationship. Okay? Or if it was a person, you feel like there was just no potential for commitment because of some type of turn of events. There's some type of turn of events that has happened that betrayed you or hurt you. And it makes you feel like this person only cares about money, or you feel like this person is not on the same page with you when it comes to a business endeavor, or is not on the same page when it comes to commitment because of some type of turn of events. And you're making a choice to turn your back on the situation and move forward. And I feel like you're happy with that. Okay. So yeah. So you may have some type of experience this week where it completely changes your perspective to the point that you start to make completely drastic changes, you know. And if it's a lover, it's like maybe you were in love with someone, but you realize they're married, or you realize some type of betrayal, or you realize they only care about money or something like that. Okay, you could be dealing with a Libra. We also have Gemini. Libra and Gemini energy. This is something to do with a lot of heavy influences surrounding contracts, surrounding what's written, surrounding business, friendships, associations, travel plans, something to do with that. Okay. All right. Man, Gemini. I'm so proud of myself that I'm still awake. I've been up since 8 this morning, and last night I was up here late, right? I was on here late, and I never got a good sleep last night at all. I ended up getting up way too early. And here we are, still wide awake somehow. That's what happiness does to you. I've been so fucking happy lately. I just gotta be real with you. I've been so happy lately. And I feel like when I'm depressed, openly talking about this because we all go through this, like, come on. It's like when I'm depressed, I'm tired all the time. When I'm happy, I'm wide awake. You know what I mean? Or I have the ability to create that energy. Anyways, what do we have for Gemini? Three more. What do we have for Gemini? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you. Damn, Gemini. 10 of Wands and the Devil card. All right. Ace of Wands, though. Okay. There's some type of new beginning here, Gemini, that you are obsessed with, okay? Whether it's a new lover, good sex, a passion, an endeavor. There's some type of new beginning that you are obsessed with. And it's like you're desiring to put in the work. It's like you're trying to uphold all your responsibilities you got going on while simultaneously being obsessed with this new beginning, okay? Eight of Swords, the Lovers, Sun in reverse. What's this Eight of Swords? The Two of Cups, Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. Well, we got a lot of good energy here, Gemini. Listen, Gemini. Okay, there's some type of new beginning that you are obsessed with, okay? Whether it's a new lover coming in, there's something here that is just, again, you're obsessed with, okay? It doesn't have to be love necessarily, but now we got love popping up, okay? And I feel like you're trying to be responsible. It's like you are authentically trying to stay in your lane. You're trying to be responsible. You're trying to, like, you know, hold yourself to your own accumulated accountabilities and responsibilities and all that shit. It's like you're trying to be responsible, but something is occurring this week, Gemini, that has you overthinking the shit out of some type of choice that is needed, okay? Because I feel like there's an opportunity, Gemini, to see some type of love situation or to see some type of partnership. If it's not intimate love, it's just a partnership, okay? There's some type of opportunity in a partnership, and you value this partnership. There is some type of equal respect, seeing eye to eye. It's like there's some type of equal love even, but it's like you're overthinking the shit out of it because it's we have the Lovers again, similar to Cancer. It's like you're aware that whatever this choice is to seize this opportunity in a partnership, it's gonna really fuck up the game. It's gonna really change the game, okay? And I feel like that awareness is oppressing the shit out of you, okay? And I feel like, again, you're in this space of the Ten of Wands where you're trying to stay in your own lane, you're trying to be responsible. It's like, you know, tunnel vision, got my dog collar on. It's like, you know, not dog collar, but you know, those like, you know, like veterinarian things. Whatever those like cone head things are with the veterinarians. It's like you got your shit on. It's like, you know, you're in your lane. But then here comes someone trying to seize an opportunity with you. There's someone that wants to seize an opportunity with you, Gemini, and I feel like this is something coming in. And I feel like you're aware, or there's a great fear of missing an opportunity. So it's almost like you don't want to miss an opportunity, but it's also like you're trying to be responsible. So you guys know I never bring the twins up hardly ever in Gemini's readings because it's not really like that. It's not that I'm a Gemini, so I can talk my shit. It's not like that, black and white. You know what I mean? We're a team. All of our personalities are a team, and we're all consciously aware of them in every given moment, and we use them accordingly. Okay? And I feel like you're in a space of, you got your teammates, Gemini. Okay? You got your teammates. You're aware of, you know, what this partnership will bring into your life and what it, you know, what the consequences are and whatnot. And I feel like that's oppressing the shit out of you. I don't know. Let's see. What's the Sun in reverse? Because it's like you're having a hard time being optimistic about your happily ever after. Because you're trying to be responsible. If anything, you're pushing it away, or you're being quite conceited toward this opportunity, whether it's a partnership, just partnership, or a love partnership. It's like you may be being quite conceited toward the situation, because in your mind you're thinking, well, if I give in, or if I commit, or if I, you know, if I say yes, if I say, okay, I'll do this partnership, that's going to lead to this, that, and the third. It's like Geminis are always on step 9 when everybody's on step 1, just FYI. And it's like they act accordingly, so they confuse people, but they're in a whole other world when everybody is like observing the now. And I feel like, Gemini, you're in a space of like understanding the repercussions or consequences in regards to some type of choice in a partnership. And I feel like you don't want to miss an opportunity with this person because you love the shit out of them, but it's like you don't want to miss an opportunity, or you don't, it's like you're aware that this choice will change the whole course of your life. So it's kind of big. Whatever this is coming in, whatever this new beginning is, it's kind of big. It's big. I can't tell what you're going to do, if I'm going to be honest with you. You may end up avoiding this person or ignoring them. Or you just feel, some of you guys are going to detach from something in the past. Okay? You may feel quite limited in regards to how you're going to do that, but you may end up detaching from something in your past in order to pursue this new partnership. And again, it doesn't have to be a relationship or love like that way. It could be something that maybe you're going from one company to another or something like that, right? So there's some type of decision, but you're making a heart over head decision, I feel. So you're going with your heart, you're going with your gut, you're going with that obsessed energy that you hold so well, and you're making some type of change to detach from something that you feel is just keeping you stuck in the past. Okay? It's very positive, but it's quite strenuous on your mentality because you're thinking of all sides of the coin. Okay? So, yeah, you got someone trying to seize an opportunity with you, Gemini. You're overthinking the shit out of it. But it is your happily ever after. Whatever this is coming through, it's your happily ever after. Look, take action, Gemini. Move. Move, bitch. That's literally what I, like, look at her. She's like, move, bitch. Get out the way. I'm on my high horse. Gonna make this. Oh, wait. Oh, what? Come on. This is such a Gemini, like, advice. We have take action and then we have wait. So maybe wait and then take action. And that's what I was saying in regards to what you were going to do. It's like you may feel limited right now or a little bit restricted. So there may be maybe a period in time where you need to kind of slow down. But I do see you detaching from something that is just keeping you. Now, if it's not a love situation, this is you changing paradigms, changing the way you view life, you know, making some type of adjustment in regards to your career, you know, leaving something behind that you have just cherished with everything. It's like something like that. Just give me one more in regards to Gemini. So do take action, but you may need to like wait on an opportunity. Look, it's a major opportunity. One more on that opportunity. Six of Wands in reverse. There may be something here where you're changing. Temperance in reversed. Okay. So whatever this opportunity is, Gemini, in love or work or whatever it may be, it's like, it's almost like things are a little bit out of balance at the moment. It's almost like you need to wait for something to come into balance, or you need to wait for, because Temperance in reverse, it's like there's something here that is causing you to not be able to create or pursue something in the way that you want to. And you may just kind of need to take a back seat at the moment, even if that's really hard on your pride or ego, or you just may need to slow down a little bit, if I'm going to be honest with you, because there could be people in your environment that don't have your best intentions. Okay, this is saying that there's an environmental situation here that does not have your best intentions. So whatever that means for you, there's something in your environment, or there's something that you partake in on a regular basis that does not have your best intentions. And it's like you may not want to, it's almost like they always say, like, sometimes the people that are against you the most is the people that you think are closest with you. Not that you should think that just because someone's close with you, they're against you. Don't get in that mindset. But it's like there may be like family or friends or people that you may want to keep your business away from. You know what I mean? Because they may not have your best intentions. Okay? And I do feel like there's an opportunity, but maybe keep it to yourself, or, you know, just be aware of like who you share it with, or something like that. Okay? So you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Okay? Okay. Taurus. I need lip gloss, guys. My lips are so dry. What do we have for Taurus? Three more. What can Taurus expect this week? Eight of Pentacles showed its face in reverse. 3 shuffles. What am I doing? That is the wrong read. Kind of. I started it wrong. Sorry. Okay. Overall energy for you, Taurus. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. All right. Overall energy for you, Taurus. We have the Magician with the Lovers right under that. 8 of Cups, Hangman in reversed. Okay. Everybody's getting like major reads tonight. There was only like a couple that got kind of like, you know, vague readings. Everybody's getting like really like powerful readings tonight. Magician, Lovers. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, so Taurus, I feel like you are definitely in a space of getting back in your power. Okay, Magician, Lovers, 8 of Cups, Hangman in reverse. You're no longer waiting on something. If you are dealing with someone, you know, emotionally, it's like you're starting to realize, even if it wasn't lover, it could be family too. Keep that in mind. You're starting to realize that someone is just not available for you. Someone is not emotionally available for you. Someone is just, if anything, completely tone deaf to their fucking unavailability, okay? It's like you're realizing someone is, you know, oppressing you. It's like someone's lack of emotional support or someone's lack of love or lack of interest even. You know, maybe it was just something as simple as you had interest in a certain direction and you're realizing that it's not mutual, or you're realizing that direction is just not realistic at the moment, okay? Because I'm just going to take a step back for a second. If you had interest in a certain direction, you're realizing that's not realistic at the moment, okay? And I feel like you're bummed out, don't get me wrong, but you're also not allowing yourself to stress about it, okay? So if there was some type of plan that you had, Taurus, for yourself, this week you may be realizing that it's not working out, or it can't work out the way you had desired it to work out. But I feel like you're not allowing yourself to stress too much or think negatively or get all down or Debbie about it. It's like you're staying in your power. Okay, you're not allowing yourself to stay stuck. Even though it is low-key like aching you inside, it's like you're overlooking it, you know, for the sake of continuing the show. Like the show must go on, right? The show must go on. So if it's personal, you're just realizing something isn't working out the way you had hoped. It's bumming you out, but it's like you're not allowing yourself to stress too much about it. If this is a person, I feel like you're just realizing that there's someone that is just not available, really, or there's a lack of interest, or you're realizing that someone is just completely tone deaf to your needs or whatever it may be. And I feel like you feel hurt, you feel betrayed, you feel like this person just only cares about them, and they have zero care for you. But I feel like still you're trying to not... I feel like you're trying, but I feel like there is a part of you internalizing the situation. You know, I feel like you may be internalizing to some degree, you know, why someone, you know, doesn't care. But let's not get too deep into that. But, you know, I feel like you're just trying to remain in your power. You're making a choice to abandon a situation because you feel like this person isn't giving you anything to work with. And on a personal level, Taurus, you know, I feel like, again, it's just on a personal level, this is just like the show must go on. Yeah, something isn't working out the way I'd hoped. I'm hurt. But the show must go on. What's this 3 of Swords? the Chariot, Nine of Cups. If this is in regards to a person, I feel like you're heartbroken because someone has just made a final choice to distance himself and kind of make a choice for you. If there was some type of hesitation or indecision, you're realizing someone isn't willing to wait for you, or someone isn't, which nobody has to wait for you. Okay? Just FYI. I'm saying that for everybody. Nobody has to wait for you. Okay? It'd be nice. I get that. But it's like the show must go on. And I feel like you're starting to realize that someone is choosing to move forward or make a choice for you or take control of a situation to pursue their desires or to better themselves in some way, or to, you know, enjoy whatever blessings seem to be in their life. And honestly, you may be watching someone just live their, but the roles can be reversed 100%. I'm just reading how I feel it. It's like you may be watching someone live their best life, Taurus, and it sucks, okay? Because you feel like you're not a part of that. Okay, and for others of you, Taurus, I feel like for others of you, Taurus, on a personal level, I feel like you may feel isolated or lonely. You may feel like you have to be very disciplined or, you know, embrace a lot of self-control because there's something here you're working toward. So for a lot of you, Taurus, if this has nothing to do with someone that broke your heart, this is just you feeling lonely, going through a period of needing to separate, needing to distance yourself from a lot of people and enjoyment, honestly. Because with that Page of Wands in reverse, it's like you may be lacking fun in your life. You may be, you know, bored a little bit, to be honest with you, but you're also aware that this is what you need to do because I'm on some type of pursuit. I'm on some type of, it's like you may be on a direction to something better, and it's kind of like it is what it is. And I feel like a lot of you may wish that you had more support. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is going hand in hand with the person and work, because a lot of you wish you did have more emotional support, or you did have, you know, you may wish like you had someone that understood that, like, I'm not a cold bitch, you know, like it takes a lot of work for me to be cold, and I have to be cold because it's like I got a shit ton of crap I have to take care of, and nobody's coming to, you know, wipe my ass for me. That's too much. I'm sorry. That's too much. I'm sorry. It's like you may be in a space, Taurus, where you just know it is what it is, and it's like you can't slow down even if you want to, even if you're sad, because nobody's coming. You know what I mean? It's like nobody's coming to push you. Nobody's coming to be your own cheerleader. And I feel like you're in a space of being very resourceful, you know, knowing your own energy, knowing what makes you weak, knowing what makes you feel powerful, and being your own cheerleader. And I feel like you're happy with that choice, but you do feel like a little bit lonely, or a little bit, you know, in this, on this journey on your own. Even if you're in a relationship, it's like you just feel lonely, sad. But I feel like you're trying to not stress about it too much, because that would cause too much anxiety to stress about it too much, because you're already in a space of feeling like things are a little bit heavy. I can't address anything more, right? I don't know, let's see. You could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Gemini. But yeah, I do feel like there's some type of bad news or disappointment or letdown energy that you may experience this week, but I feel like you're not allowing it to phase you, like externally anyway. Internally, it phases you, but you're not allowing it to influence your game plan. So a lot of you guys are improving health. So maybe there's some type of bad news surrounding health even. I don't like to put that out there. Listen, I am not no reader. I don't like to talk about that shit. In a general reading, no. Because if you're anything like me, I let shit get in my head sometimes. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. And don't let me put that in your head. Okay? Because listen, sickness, especially if you're starting to feel like your throat sore or something and you start thinking about that too much, like the more you think about it, the more you manifest that shit. And it's just like, it's annoying. So anyways, a lot of you guys are improving your health. It could be your mental health as well. But yeah, I don't like it. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to say it. Like, I don't like it when readers like put out like negative, scary shit all the time in general readings. That's like so weird. But do what you want. I'm not going to shade anyone. But it's just like weird. Like, it's too general. Anyways, give me one more. Improving health. Don't stop. I don't feel like you are stopping. Don't stop improving health. A lot of you guys are letting go of something from your past as well. Yeah. I feel like you're improving health, and I feel like you're not willing to stop, and I feel like you're aware of that, but you're also lonely. It's like you wish you had someone that just got you, and you know, I feel like deep respect amongst other people is like understanding why they do the things they do, right? And you understand why they do the thing. You understand why they're cold. You understand why they are the way they are, because you also have went through that process, and you gain a deep level of respect for people when you gain that understanding. So it's hard to even hate on certain people sometimes, because it's like you get their meaning, you get why they are the way they are. You know what I mean? I don't know where I was going with that, but you know, anyway, it's like you, yeah, oh yeah, it's like you wish you had people that just understood why you are the way you are at the moment, but it's just a never-ending battle. All right, what do we have for, who am I on? Aries. Aries, last but not least. What do we have for Aries? What's good, no name? One more. Three shuffles. Aries, overall energy for you this week, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, Six of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are confused by someone's generosity. Someone's being generous with you financially, or they're just valuing you, they're appreciating you, they're recognizing you, they're like, damn, that's cool. You do that, that's cool. You know, you're doing a good job. It's like you're being valued, or you're receiving some type of gift, generosity. And it's like, it makes you happy, don't get me wrong, but you're also having a hard time understanding why this person is doing that. And it could be creating a lot of, you know, tension. It could be creating a repressed intuition. It could be causing you to like freak out a little bit, or like, you know, try to run from the situation, or try to like, you know, test the waters a little bit in Aries style. Yeah. Oh, okay. What's this Fool? What's the Eight of Swords? First. All right, so, okay, sorry, Aries. My mind's going else. Okay, listen, okay? You are receiving generosity from someone, or you're being valued from someone where there has been some type of tension between the two of you. Okay, it could just be awkward tension or just a lack of connection, or just trust issues. If it's someone that you've already been involved with, or, you know, maybe you have relied on in the past and they let you down, or whatever it may be. It's like there could be trust issues as well. But I feel like this week, whoever this person is, whether it's been just an awkward type of situation, or there's been a lack of connection, there's been a lack of like getting to know one another, like something here, excuse me, I'm running out of voice. Something here is, something here has been causing you to be very confused about a person and their motives. Because of just this awkward elephant in the room type of energy, it caused a lot of insecurities. It may have caused you to kind of push this person in a negative way, like bully them a little bit, like test them. Like I said, Aries style. Aries, y'all are notorious for, you know, challenging people. You know what I mean? Calling the pussy ass bitches out. Letting everybody stand up. With the real Slim Shady, please stand up. That's Aries. That's Aries wanting the real Slim Shady to stand up. And I feel like in the past, you may have tried to push this person to, you know, stand up. Like metaphorically speaking, of course. And they may have not, okay? But now they are, not necessarily fully, but, you know, they're at least putting their hand up. It's like someone is, you know, that's just the best way I can explain it. Someone is showing up, but it's in such a minimal way that it may confuse you a little bit. But it does restore your optimism. And we are on Aries. I just seen that, sorry. We are on Aries. It's like something here restores your optimism. And I feel like it's creating some sense of relief. It's causing you to kind of trust your initial instincts when it comes to you and this person. And I feel like something just seems to be restoring your hope in a certain direction. Again, it doesn't have to be a love situation, okay? But I do feel like there's just this, what's the star? Yeah, this is you having hope in some type of, again, there's something here where there was a lack of connection, a misconnection. Maybe there was some type of canceled plans, and it's kind of like things were left unfinished, or you planned to travel to Toronto for this gig or whatever it may be, and you had to cancel for whatever reason. And it's like now you're finding out that, oh, okay, plans are back on. Okay, so for some of you on an individual level, there's something here that plans may have been canceled, but now it's like kind of back on, or something here is back in movement. Something here is back in action. Okay, but when it comes to a person, oh, also on an individual level, if you had made plans and you had to cancel because of a lack of money or because of something, okay, someone is coming in to support you, okay, or someone is coming in to give you the money you need to pursue whatever this is that you need to do. Okay, so on an individual level, I feel like someone is just coming in to support you because you had canceled plans, and, you know, and I feel like there's some type of faith being restored because all of a sudden you got the help you need to finish some type of unfinished business or canceled plans, okay? But when it comes to you and someone else, I feel like you may have been pushing for a specific individual to kind of show up a little bit more, or to you know, value you more, or to bring balance into a financial situation or something, okay? And I feel like it's almost like you wanted to know where you stood with this person. I feel like it's for the most part, you know, if it's a relationship, this is just you saying like, listen, I want to be with you, but things need to be a little bit more fair. Or it's like we both need our roles here. Like, what are our roles? Like, what are our roles? What roles do you bring to me? What roles do I bring to you? It's like, what are our roles here? And it's like, not that you were superficial, but it may have got to a point where you started to feel taken advantage of. Okay. And if it wasn't a relationship, Aries, it's like someone may be coming in to value you or support you or give you some type of support or gift or give you flowers or something. And it's confusing you, but it's also like, it's almost like when you open up your phone, right? And it's like your friends are around or whatever. And it's like you see a message. I've done this, I can't lie. You see a message and you put it down because it's either exciting you or it's causing nervousness or it's like a job, like something may cause like this feeling of excitement. And it's like almost like when someone messages you and you put it down because you're just too overwhelmed. And then when you digest it, then you respond. It's kind of like that. Like something here like creates this like tension, but it's exciting, it's happy, it's optimistic, it's restoring your faith, and it's quite invigorating. Okay. And it could have to do with work, money, climbing the social ladder, okay, or something here that is just very beneficial to you in a superficial way, which again is all subjective. And I'm not saying because you need money makes you superficial. No, that's life, okay? So, or whatever your situation is. But, you know, it may have something to do with climbing the social ladder or, you know, gaining status in a certain thing or gaining a good reputation with someone as well. Because you may have been insecure about your reputation with someone. And you may be realizing that you're getting a good reputation or you may be realizing that someone is cool with you or something like that. Okay? So it's happy. It's an exciting week for you, Aries. It's causing a lot of relief. It's causing a lot of like, man, I'm going to read that message later, but it's like you're thinking about it. You know what I mean? Or it's like, and again, if it's not love related or something like that, it's like a job or good news or, you know, you finally get paid or I don't freaking know. I don't know. Whatever this is, it's exciting you. But let's see. Give me an oracle for Aries. So I would expect the unexpected. I would expect some... just a different turn of events that's kind of like restoring your faith, restoring your optimism, kind of like making you smile a little bit more, kind of like that. Abundance. So we do have the card of abundance. So abundance is coming through. Don't stop. So on an opportunity. So there's some type of opportunity here that's going to be very abundant. Give me one more on that don't stop. What's that about? Two of Pentacles. Magician in reverse. So there may be some type of adjustment that's needed to seize an opportunity or to kind of, you know, make time for this person. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe someone just asked you out, for example, or something like that. You know, you may need to consider your reality. You know, you think that is obvious, but sometimes when we get on a hype of something, or sometimes when we get lost in you know, the spontaneity of the world or an experience, we kind of forget our responsibilities. And it can be easy and it doesn't make you a bad person. But it's like whatever this is that's exciting you, make sure you're still paying attention to your responsibilities, your finances, your reality. Because this is the Two of Pentacles is all about, you know, wanting to make some type of change, but also needing to consider your responsibilities at hand, right? So there may be a change available to you, something exciting, but there could be something that is a little bit out of your control at the moment, and you may need to allow time, and you may need to allow adjustments as well, okay? Especially if this is a person, this person may not be your typical person, okay, or what you expected, or there's some type of adjustments that is needed or to be considered, or again, it could just be a matter of you needing to keep your current job until things go through at something else or something like that. Okay, so don't lose sight of your current responsibilities and obligations. Don't get too lost in the sauce. Okay, but it's exciting though. You just gotta stay focused, right? You just gotta stay focused. Whatever this is, I like it. I like it. It was a good end to the night. But you could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. I love you guys, and thank you for being here, and good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bugs bite. Okay, good night.